How you doing, people? It's K Gomez here today with a really interesting topic. Um, the circadian rhythm. Now, most of y'all probably understand what the circadian rhythm is, and most of y'all don't. The circadian rhythm is presented in different parts of our body. It turns and on and off thousands of things in different parts of the day. By doing so, it tuned in our physiology and our metabolism. Okay? What does this mean? It means that we found out that the human being had a clock, a master clock that will follow nature. When you in the morning and the sun was coming up, your body temperature start to rise, right? Your heartbeat start to pound harder, faster, and that will actually like agitate your brain and you will wake up. And at nighttime, melatonin level falls down, and the important parts of these is that you are in control of resetting your own clock. Okay? Ain't nobody else is gonna tell you when to go to sleep and how to sleep. You go to sleep when you want to go to sleep. But what happens with this, before I keep going, what really happens with this is that nature put a set of rules. And if you don't want to abide by them rules, you're going to have to face the repercussions or the conditions that she speculate. Meaning that if you don't let your genius and your body do its own work and what it needs to do, you are going to suffer conditions because you're not following through with what is required for your body to stay healthy. Simple as that. And the tangibility that we have, right? We can prove this putting a a well, a healthy person that can see, okay, and a blind person that cannot see, okay, in the same room at night with intense light on. And this will disrupt the sleeping pattern of the well, healthy person with good eyes and the blind person with no good eyes. Okay? For a long time, we know that these uh, light sensors, right, are insisting somewhere somehow, but we couldn't find a clue for centuries until we can say some different types of frogs in the night glowing. Okay, when you put a frog, one type of species of frogs at dark, the body will react to the dark, and it will, yeah, his skin is gonna glow. This is a good experiment. You can watch a bunch of frogs that can light up at night. Okay, kind of like sunscreen, right? Well, these particles that shine uh, the frosting, right? They're called blue light sensors. That sense blue light, right, is self-explanatory. There's near 5,000 of these blue light sensors that send blue light in our um surroundings. It bounce from a solid object and it goes back to your eye and send that information to different parts of the brain. As I open my eyes in the morning, right, blue light sensors sense its light and tune your internal clock to the local time uh that will make us more aware of our surrounding and sub, suppress sleep as as sun goes down. The sensor turn off and we go to sleep. Right? That's what's supposed to happen. But it don't happen that way so often no more, right? You can see this in what happened sometimes if we can spend all day in a dim classroom, right? Or in a long winter with cloudy sky. The sensor's light is not activated. That drive you to be depressed, to be tired, and not in your best action. You low down. TV, phone, and computers and others will activate this sensor because they actually emit blue light. Okay? When it comes to the rest of the body, is the time when we eat is actually more important though. Okay? In modern days, we eat day and night. Okay, back in the days, peace, Misael. Back in the days, uh, if you see your grandma, your grandpa, they actually don't eat at night that much. Because why? They are tuned in less more than us to the nature of the circadian clock. So now in modern times we get hungry and we go eat something. We get hungry, we go out and eat something. So it speed up your metabolism and therefore you become more fatter. How can we experiment this? Okay, people cause experiments in mice. They actually put a mice in a healthy diet, and they actually put another mice in a dairy diet. And what they find out is that the dairy mice, okay, that was eating at night, because it was more addictive to the dairy, and the one that was healthy in a healthy diet is still healthier than the other one, meaning that that the dairy interrupt with the circadian rhythm of the mice, because it was more susceptible to eat. Then they make another experiment, okay, with the mice. They di- they put disciplined mice that only eat in the daytime, and then they put another mice that they can eat whenever they want to, the same amount though. And what they find out is that the mice that was disciplined and eating at the daytime was actually less fatter. Okay, and this is how they could come up with different type of system where they can cure mice disease and diminish mice disease by controlling and discipline his eating habit. Not to mention the liver of the one that was eating day and night was worse than the one that was eating only at the daytime. Okay? Okay. Now, how can we prove this? How can we prove this in a human experiment? So they took two human beings, two little kids, and put them in a in an experiment. One kid was disciplined by his parents to eat at the daytime, and one kid was doing whatever he want to do and eat wherever he wants to do and go to sleep whenever he wants to. And what they find out was that the kid actually that was disciplined was only eating at the daytime, and he was going to sleep at night without no insomnia or anything in particular. And the other kid was actually eating day and night and could not sleep and be on the phone all day. Okay? Why is this important? Because if you're not sleeping the right way, you're not healthy. You're not regenerating. Okay? And what causes insomnia is actually eating disorder. This is a fact. This is a fact. The eating disorder comes from the food that they're giving us, like cheese, dairy, cow, chicken. This is where it's coming from. All these products that they put, what's it called? nicotine on it, it it makes you it makes you insomnia. And you know what that does? That distort your circadian rhythm. And when you distort your circadian rhythm, you're not obeying the sun and the moon. So now you're gonna suffer conditions because that's the game. Whether you want to play the game and follow, or you're gonna suffer. Nature is gonna teach your ass. I'm gonna go in a little rant right now. I'm not throwing facts right now. This right here, what you see, is the circadian uh clock, right? They these now I'm gonna tell you this. All the numbers that they put, 12 hour or whatever, man, I don't give a fuck about these numbers, man. We're talking about sun and moon. You have a circadian rhythm. For some reason, almost the majority of the animals go to sleep at night. And it's because of the circadian rhythm. If you distort that rhythm, you are going to have a bad day, buddy. You're going to have a bad week, buddy. You're going to have a bad month, a bad year. Okay? Don't distort it. And I know it's really hard because we at night become more boring. We at the phone, we have the computer or whatever. Okay? So I understand sometimes. But at the end of the day, you have to know how to stop that. You have to know that nature gave your brain a time to rest. Nature knew, like, all right, man, listen, you don't be up all day, you know what I'm saying, creating, being aware. Now I want you to go to sleep. And your ass is ignoring that signal. And that's the problem right there. Because it will come with conditioning, with this ease. Your body will not be at ease no more. There are certain patterns that we need to follow in order for our brains to work completely. Do I mean sometimes you can stay up and do stuff? Yeah, sometimes you have to stay up and do stuff. But don't make it a habit. Don't make it a habit, okay? Now, I am about to share these real quick so I can go with y'all on what this is. Because I want y'all to understand this before I move on to what I'm trying to my conclusion, right? You want to make sure that everybody understand. So check this out, man. Let me share the screen real quick. Uh-huh. There you go. Um, you see this one or no this one right here. Okay, so this is a video melatonin inhibition and circadian, man. Okay. Um, let me put the whole. Thing. So we got light, as you can see in the video. You can go watch it. Subscribe to my man Hossein Biology. You got light that bounce. Let me explain because I can't. It's on mute. I don't know why you guys can hear my channel. I might have to change to OBS, but before that, I'm gonna explain on my own interpretation what's happening. You got light hitting your pupil, and then your pupil hit your retina, right? Now, in your retina, you got three different sorts of cells. You got rod cells, you got cone cells, right? And then we got the IPRG cell, which is the in, intrinsic in, intrinsic photosens retina. Okay, these cells, as you can see, one is in charge of the black and white vision and the sculpted vision, right? Which is was everything around you, the symmetry of it, or everything that's the one that receive your brain. And then you got the cone cell, which is the photic center, which is the colorless vision when when it happens when it's a lot of light, which is when it functions well with sunlight. Let's say that. And then the one that is the rock cell is it function well with dim light, which is okay. You got them two cells, and then you got the IP IPRG cells, right? Which uh, is in charge of the photosynthesis, photosynthesis, right? And the circadian uh, clock. Okay, I'm about to do a video of photosensitive cell later on, so you understand more what I'm talking about. But these three cells work in conjunction, and one of them, as you can see, spark melatonin on on the body, which is the IPRG. Now, the IPRG have two different things. You got night, you got day, and you got night, right? You got the presence of light, which that's what they telling you, but I don't believe is the presence of light. Oh well, I believe it's the presence of light, but I believe uh dark is not the absence of light. I think dark is light is its own light itself, right? But you got the presence of light, and then you got the absence of light, which is darkness. Presence of light will cause cell depolarize. Cell depolarization. Let's look up what cell depolarization is. Is a change within a cell during which the cell undergoes a shift in electric charge distribution, resulting in less negative charge inside the cell. Okay? So, what's happening is whenever there is the presence of light, right? The negative charge of the absence of light, I mean, diminish, and the presence of life increase. So there is a critical what's it called? A shift in electric charge distribution. Okay? So it shifted from the morning, from the at night to the afternoon. To night to the morning, right? So that depolarization of cell. Okay? Now uh let's see what absence of light cause is cell polarization, or what's it called? I'm gonna explain that later. Let me go to the absence of light so you guys can understand both. Cell depolarized is what I just told you. It's a change of electrical distribution. Okay, and then you got cell repolarization, which is a stage of action potential in which the cell experiences a decrease of voltage due to the exposure of potassium or K or kinetic or ion. Also is electrochemical ingredient. This phase occur after the cell reaches its higher voltage for depolarization. So when you have depolarization, when you are on your highest peak, which is almost at 12, right? Repolarization happen. So from 12 on down, you got repolarization. But let's see. They say the secretion of melatonin. Well, the secretion of melatonin means that your body is not actually producing melatonin for you to go to sleep. And that causes, well, the cell polarization causes inhibition of the endocrine function of the pineal gland, which I'm going to make a video about that later on too. And I'm going to put it out with this. Now, cell repolarization is when the sun is coming down, now your cells are repolarizing because they reach their higher peak. But the higher peak is not actually 12 sometimes. The higher peak could be 2, 3, you know what I'm saying? And then like around 5, it start repolarizing, meaning that it is that they reach their higher voltage, so they decreasing on voltage, meaning that we're going towards the absence of light. And your body and your brain knows this. Okay? So let's keep going. So cell repolarized induce secretion of melatonin from the pineal gland. So now it's inducing melatonin since your cell depolarization process is over. Now it's like a cycle. You see, now your melatonin is starting to raise up after a certain time, right? And then what you have in melatonin, right? Let's go to melatonin. I'm gonna put it. Let me put the whole thing out there so you guys can see it. Hold on. So let me see. There you go. There you go. So what happened on melatonin is you got a circadian alert system, and that circadian alert system drives the circadian rhythm into during the night cycle, right? Then decrease activity in cerebral cortex, meaning that melatonin racing up is actually decreasing your activity in cerebral cortex, meaning that your brain is telling you, listen, bro, I am almost done about this day. Go on about your business and go to sleep, my nigga, because I'm fucking tired. That's what the brain is telling you right now. I am fucking tired. You better get your ass to bed or go take a shower because I'm ready to go to bed. That's what your brain is telling you. But since you are your own god of your own demise or your own creator, your certain point, you have the option to not go to sleep. Okay, this is where free will comes in play. I'm sick and tired of niggas not believing free will is real. Your own body is telling you and it is activating things while you keep going about your business. Now he is sending you signal to tell you like, "Nah, it's time. It's time." But if you don't listen to the brain, it's all right. It's all right. But you know what comes with that? Conditioning. This is peace, Canada dummy. This is conditioning. These type of things are put in place by nature. Okay? This is by nature. Nature put the sun and moon, and he tell everybody, y'all motherfuckers better go to sleep when that moon comes in because it's going to regenerate your body and soul and spirit. Okay? That's what nature is telling you. But since you have free will, like I said, you can stay online if you want to. But that doesn't mean that you are Superman. You are conditioned to suffer a disease because that's nature plan intended. Because this is not really your body. You're just borrowing this body. So you gotta follow some rules by the creator of this body. If you don't follow them rules, you're gonna suffer conditions and disease, such as sleep apnea, so we don't have to. No, it's not that we don't have to sleep. I mean, I'm trying to make a point and let you understand that your body work a certain way, but but you have the free will, Misael, of going to sleep whenever you want to sleep. Now, the body will might tell you to go to sleep at 7 p.m. Your brain will tell you go to sleep at 7 p.m. But since you have the free will and nobody need to enslave you to go to sleep at a certain time, okay, you can go to sleep at 10. But that's not the way nature intended to. Then the way that nature intended to is how your body is reacting with nature. Meaning that what I just told you over here, the melatonin levels raise up while the depolarization process is done and the circadian alert system comes into play, which drive the circadian rhythm during the night. Okay, so your melatonin levels goes up, and as your melatonin levels goes up, Misael, decreased activity in cerebral cortex happen. So whatever you was feeling when you was in the sun on or light, you're not gonna feel it at night no more. I mean, your creativity and your awareness of things are not gonna be the same at night. Okay, but we gotta understand that there is some things coming into play after this. But let's keep going because I'm not done. So you got that right. It drive the circadian rhythm during the night, right? So that's what happened. You start driving it, and then it decreases your activity on your cortex, and everything. So when lights? What happened when lights hit that melatonin uh switch? So what happened is depolarization processes start happening again when lights is hitting when light particles and photons is hitting the melatonin. Now the circadian alert system is canceled. The melatonin levels are canceled because they're decreasing, and the driving circadian rhythm is canceled, And the decrease of activity in your cortex is canceled. Now it's not decreasing, it's actually increasing in the morning. Okay? Uh Now this is what happens. We got the blue light spectrum. This blue light spectrum is about 490 to 450. Okay? And what this blue light does is actually activate whatever I was telling you about. It actually activates my back, and I'm reading the chat. Let me focus. It actually activates this, right? So let's say you have a you what caused all these melatonin raising levels is the blockage of the blue light, which is found in the sun. This is why our sky actually is blue too. Is not only because of our oceans and the reflection of our plane with the atmosphere. The sun actually emits blue light, which be, which raise in your brain awareness, creativity, um, and many other things. So whenever you got blue light present, melatonin, circadian system, and the decrease of activity are canceled. Okay, what happened is that when you are at night in your bed, okay, this is what really happening to you. Um, you your phone, your cell phone, the TV, this computer are in front of. Okay, they actually radiate blue light. We actually have two different types of blue light. We got bad blue light and we got good blue light. Okay, the bad blue light coming from your screen. Okay, it hits your retina behind your eye, and is actually fooling your brain to think that your brain is actually being exposed to daylight. So melatonin levels, the circadian matter system, and the decrease in activity in the cortex brain is not actually canceled. It actually restart your brain to think that there he is at the daytime. So creativity is start coming through, and now you cannot sleep. This is the same reason why you cannot sleep at night. Is because that blue light coming from your cell phone or your light in your room is actually hitting your retina, and the retina is telling your brain, "Hey, it's not time to sleep yet, so wake the fuck up." You know what that do? Distort your circadian rhythm with nature. Now you are not vibrating at the same level as other animals is doing. You know why? Because you're conditioned by insomnia, probably eat at night, which make you fatter, which is obesity, and many other disease that comes with it. See how easy it is to distort your brain, your body. See how easy it is to make your body in a negative state just by not listening to the signal that your body is telling you. So anytime you go to sleep, anytime you feel sleepy, I'm not saying you need to do this all the time. I'm saying there had to be a yin and yang, because you have the potential power to tell your brain to either go to sleep or stay woke. Now you have to be balanced with it. Does it not mean that your body need to take control over you, but it means that you need to stay balanced. And another thing that I'm going to mention, these blue light that the phone is emitting are bad. They actually destroying your retina. It's actually destroying my retina. So what I recommend y'all to do, okay, is to either buy a block out blue light sunscreen, or you can actually buy yellow glasses, okay? Because yellow is a color that absorb blue light, and these yellow glasses will help you retain your vision and your retina will be kind of healthy. Now, I know this is not a long run solution, but this blue light is actually making you blind every day. So either you want to be on the phone and killing your vision, or do you want to be on the phone and protect your vision? Let me put it like this. Do you want to be on the phone killing your vision, acquiring radiation, or would you like to be on your phone with safe vision and radiation? Because you know it's still going to emit radiation. I'm just trying to bring you a solution so your health problems could go away as easy as tomorrow. Okay? This is really important because if your sleep pattern is not reset when it have to be reset, you are conditioned by nature to be in this ease. See how nature works? Is not a judge. She just put their their conditions. You have type of bells. You got bells that you cannot unbell from. Your body is tethered together for a reason. Nature sent your brain to go to sleep for a reason. So go to sleep whenever nature trying to tell you to go to sleep, because it's going to help your health so much. Now we're going to watch how blue light beam is actually is, okay. So let me get this out real quick, and I'm gonna put the other video. And like I say, I'm gonna give you my explanation of it. You can go watch the videos if you want to. This is a really good informative video, and yeah, this is real science, man. Nature works like that, man. Real science. This is observational science. Okay, so I don't want y'all to think that this ain't factual. This is factual. So the sun emits different type of spectrum of light, such as red, orange, yellow, right? You got green, you got blue light, okay? You got purple and indigo. This blue light that you're seeing here, guys, is actually good blue light. Is the light that the sun is actually sending to you, telling you that hey, it's time to wake up. You gotta be aware, or hey, creativity is start coming out. So now your thinking pattern is way more than when you are at night. Okay, so this is the good blue light, the one that you This is the one that you want. Okay, that's what we call an EM spectrum. Okay, just like the UV light that you can see with your own human eye. So the energy comes from less and it's increased as 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 we keep going. So this pattern, even though indigo is the last color that we see, there is no limit to how many colors there actually is, just because we cannot see it. So colors are infinite, if you may say. Okay, nights are actually uh emit by EMs, which is electromagnetic waves, right? It hits your retina or your eyes, and it goes to the back of your brain, and it tells your brain um that you are what are you seeing? It's hitting everything, and it hits your back of your brain, and it hits everything around it too. So this is how we can see that at day, and he is drawing it right here, that at daytime you got blue sky, which it makes you feel awake and happy and and aware. Okay, you're more aware. Your body is more susceptible. You can move better instead of being at night, which is kind of like a dark blue, purple blue type scene vibe, which make you type of go to sleep because the light is not as high no more. It's not high pitch. So the essence of the blue light actually does not affect you at night because there is not enough, because the sun is not there. Now, you know what also have blue light, I just told you, is the computer. The more you stay in a computer on your device, the more you're hitting the back of your retina. This is what's happening, guys. Okay? This is what's happening to what happening to me right now. Let me put it like this. This is what happening to me right now. All the color spectrums are bouncing off of the cornea, and the only color that goes through the cornea is the blue light that the computer emits. This is how you know that your eyes and your cornea is being affected. Okay? You need to be aware that your brain is connected with your eyes. So your brain actually, the eyes are the portal that told your brain to whether going to sleep or not going to sleep. But this is caused by a spectrum light called blue light. This blue light that we see from the radiation that the computer is giving, what the phone is giving, okay, is actually bad radiation, and it can actually cause cancer to the eye cancer or a tumor on your brain. You can actually suffer of depression and diabetes, guys. You know why? Because your brain is pulling so much glucose. Your brain is pulling so much glucose to stay up at night, that it tells your blood, your stomach, hey, I need to go eat. Hey, listen, I need to go eat. I'm running out of glucose. And now you go to eat and you store more glucose, and it can actually glitch your sensor where your brain is asking your body to eat, and you keep eating and eating and eating, and it will give you diabetes, bro. This is how important your eyes and your retina is. This is how important melatonin is in your body. This is how important it is for melatonin to raise up at night so you go to sleep. Okay? Now, a myth from the circadian map or the circadian rhythm is that one of the myth is that you need to take a nap. You not necessarily need to take a nap. That happens in the brain. You don't have to take a nap. Sometimes you might need a little nap here and there, but their body is not actually tell you to take a nap. We either go to sleep or not. He just telling you, hey, I might need more energy, so you need a nap. And you be like, nah, I'm just gonna rest at night. Okay, that'll be fine too. So don't believe all that they tell you about the circadian rhythm because it's not all true. But like I say, this blue light beam is actually messed up and mess up um your your circadian rhythm, and it mess up your retina, so it get you blind. 60% of the blue light, and this is a fact, you can look it up, is reduced by this type of shields, or what you call a screen protector with blue light sensitivity. It will block 60% of it so it don't actually fuck up your retina. So what happened when the blue light hit your retina at night and you cannot go to sleep and the melatonin system is being canceled? You start getting headache, insomnia, sore eyes, etc., etc., etc. Now, yellow light will absorb that blue light, and your. I'm not saying it's 100% accurate, but it will decrease it 60%, which that will let your melatonin levels to raise up, and now your body is acting upon what we call the circadian rhythm. Now, that was a little lecture. And why is this important? This is very important because, like I said, sleeping disorder will lead you to many conditions, guys. Sleeping disorder will lead you to diabetes, obesity, insomnia, sore eyes, cancer in your retina. Okay, that's five conditions just because you didn't want to listen to your body or your brain. You don't want to listen to nature. Okay? Uh, he said, can a dummy say I think aroma are like that too? Aroma, I don't know what aroma is. Let me look it up. Yeah, yeah, guys. This is the Aroma inhabitation. Let me see. Aroma inhabitor. You guys gotta tell me was that I don't know, but yes, it might be. But what I'm telling y'all guys, actually hit the like button for me, guys, and trying to share this because this is a good way for us to start protecting ourselves. And if we, I'm gonna tell y'all this: in the land of the blind, if in the land of the blind, the guy that only have one good eye is king. If we become blind to a bunch of things that are in the environment, we cannot identify our enemy. You know why I'm telling you these guys? I'm gonna tell you why. Because these motherfuckers don't let anything pass. I'm gonna tell you why. This is why I'm telling you. This is why I'm telling you why, guys. This is why we need to protect our eyes at all times. Look at this. Look at this. You see these guys? Do you see that? Five towers just dressed like a tree, palm tree. Five towers dressed like a pine tree. Okay? This is why I'm telling you this. Huh? This is why I'm telling you you need to protect your eyes because you cannot see these on plain sight. If the blue light is actually hitting your retina and telling you and making you more blind to your surroundings. So now you cannot see where your enemy is with regular eyes because the blue light is actually affecting you. I never tried lemon blend herb, but I'm about to see try it. Give me the recipe. Put it on the chat so I know what you guys are talking about. Well, hit the like button, guys. Hit the share button, please. Hit the subscribe button. Um, I'm about to. You guys wanna come in and say something? Can Adami, Misael, anybody on the chat wanna come and ask me question, or have any question or any debates about what I just said? Uh, put it on the chat and um we can discuss it. If not, you guys know what to do. The circadian rhythm is actually real. And this is part one on a bunch of presentations that I got. Okay. I have a bunch of other presentations that will bring solutions to the little problems that they put in us to go through at night. And these little problems, thank you, Miss I appreciate that. I appreciate you, brother, for real. To the little problems that they put in at night. Now, also, Misael and anybody else that is watching this video, um, I want you to do this, guys, because I'm going to have a really strong presentation after this. This is going to be a massive. I am about to go to war with these motherfuckers. This is how crazy this shit is. I want you to go and look at this, okay? I'm gonna give y'all a glimpse of what this is, real quick, before, okay? want you to go onto YouTube and type in resonance, being, or frequency, full documentary. Resonance, beings, or documentary. Okay? This documentary will give you an insight of the organizations and how your brain act um radio frequency. It will give you an insight on how these motherfuckers understood the pulse of the earth and how it vibrates and it resonates with us. If you guys have a chance, watch that. It's a great informative, and it will put you in a position where you teach others and lead others to what's really happening with radioactive wave. It will give you an insight of how Sweden is actually one of the only countries in the world that is fighting against the radiation system since the beginning, since the 1930s. So guys, it's a really informative video, and don't forget, let me put it here because I don't want to forget this, and I'm gonna end up with this. Don't forget to go to my man Dr. Shiva, man, and hit that subscribe button. Also, don't forget to go to chivaforsenate.com and what's it called? Sign the petition, my man, to get in the Senate. Okay? This is one of the battles that we need to win, guys. And if we don't put this man in Senate, I don't know what's gonna be the fate of the United States, and I don't know how much longer can we hold down the World Health Organization. This is K Gomez here, guys. I hope you guys got a good day today. Hope this presentation was good. It was short and sweet, straight to the point. And if anybody want to share this video, anybody have any questions or any debates, they can come up here and we can have a discussion about this. But remember, your circadian rhythm is what drive you, is what regenerate you at night. Don't let don't let that signal pass, and don't turn off your sensors. Okay, you guys have a good day. This is K friend over here with a signal. I hope you got the transmission. Okay, thank you.